Are you worried about your partner screwing up your credit? Hi, my name's Josephti Cruz. I'm a certified divorce financial analyst with the Wealth Garden. We're going to talk about how to protect your credit during the divorce process and afterwards. According to a survey by Debt.com, over 4 in 10 divorcees lost at least 50 points due to the divorce process. So let's figure out how to be that 14% that had their score go up. Let's talk about the strategies for monitoring and safeguarding your credit during the divorce process. So we're also going to talk about addressing joint accounts and responsibilities and steps to rebuild and or establish your individual credit after all is said and done. All right, first thing you need to do is establish that baseline. Where are you today? So how do you do that? Go to annualcreditreport.com. That's really the only place that the government says is free to get a credit report once a year from the 3 agencies. Some credit cards that you have may also offer an ongoing credit score available once you log in to look at your credit cards, but really annualcreditreport.com, government's behind it. This is the free way to do it. Once you have that credit report, you got to look at it, make sure that everything makes sense there and that you know what's on there. Number 2, check out each of the individual credit bureaus and create a login. So the 4 credit bureaus, the 3 popular ones that most people know about are Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, but there is another one called Innovis. So once you run your credit report, it's very important to take that next step to protect your credit and signing up for the free credit freeze on each agency's website. So they will try to upsell you on all sorts of fancy things and call it something slightly different from a credit freeze. You are entitled to do it for free. Look for the free version. Don't get tricked into putting your credit card number. This is particularly important to do if you are thinking that your spouse may try to open up credit in your name, which happens a lot more than you think. So just to make sure that this doesn't happen, you freeze your credit. What does that mean? That means nobody can open a credit card or apply for credit in your name without you being notified, because the credit bureaus and the credit cards can't look at your credit health to give you credit. So if someone tries to do that in your name, whether it's your spouse or some other type of fraud, it makes it a lot harder. So you want to do that even post-divorce. All right, number 3, review all your credit cards. So look in your wallet, look on the credit report, check out all those credit cards. Figure out if they're just in your name, if they are your credit cards, or if they are joint. So if they are joint and you are the primary owner, your spouse may be a co-owner of the credit card, could be an authorized user, could be an employee. It's important that you remove them from that credit card as soon as you can. So you can call each credit card company and say, hey, I don't want this person on my credit card anymore. Please remove them. It's pretty easy to do. You just have to call each issuer. Now, if you are the secondary owner, authorized user, or employee, and you're using a credit card linked to their name, it's best if you stop using it as well and you start using your own credit cards or apply for something for you to use on your own. Just remember that everything that is accrued during marriage, every debt and every asset accrued during marriage is shared. So let's just try to start separating that, at least in terms of usage, while you're going through the process. Number 4, pay those bills. Okay, so it goes without saying, gotta keep paying those bills, even if you're feeling emotional, even if you're angry, even if you're pissed off because your spouse ran up that bill. If you don't think they're gonna pay the bill, but your name is on it, you've gotta keep paying, or else that's gonna affect your credit negatively. As I said, all debt accrued during marriage, just like assets, is going to be divided during the divorce. Your mortgage debt is going to have to be negotiated during the divorce process if you own a home together. So usually this means either selling the home, buying the other person out, and potentially taking on that debt yourself. So these are the things that could happen. With credit cards, it could be more straightforward, where you either split the debt down the middle, or they take some of the debt and you take some of the other debt. Number 5, Once you run those credit reports, you want to be able to do those on a consistent basis. And if you find once you're establishing that baseline in step 1 that you have limited to no credit or bad credit, right? It's important that you immediately start taking steps to improve that, because credit is everything. And if you're going to start living on your own now, you won't be able to rely on a partner to take on credit in their name. So one way to establish or rebuild credit is to get certain credit cards that are specific to people that have no credit score, for example, or have a bad credit score. So what I usually love to do for clients that are in this situation is I Google, right? So I'll Google Nerd Wallet. They have great recommendations and great lists of credit cards that are specific to people in these situations. Sometimes it works like a prepaid card where, for example, Bank of America will extend you a credit card for $300, let's say, but you're gonna have to deposit $300 before you spend the $300 on your credit. So $300 may not seem like it's going too far, but they're just testing the waters with you and you're just gaining their trust. Over time, if you show them that you're a dependable person and that you can keep paying the credit cards, they may increase your credit line and eventually give you a real credit card where you don't have to prepay it. Also, if you are a student or going back to school, credit card companies love college students and love giving them first chances. So if you are one of these people, you can find opportunities on campus to apply with a credit card company and get that credit score started and start building up that score. So we just talked about how to protect your credit during and after divorce. I hope you got some good information out of it. If you like it, please subscribe. See you next time.